you stand up now? Let's shoot.
Oh yeah, now start. My face is showing there. Typically, how the Igbos behave. So,
typically, how the Edo behave.
I'm not even from Edo State.
So. Where are you from? Orion State.
Precisely. Because we are the Edo people that cannot speak. We can't speak Bini. Can't speak Auchi or whatever the language is.
So what kind of okay, you are Delta State. Your state is not in Nigeria.
I'm from Zion.
The city of my king.
Yes. The city of kings.
Now wow. Introduce now.
Okay. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to another session of G and Nina. Today we would like to talk about something very, 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 very important. We feel that it's usually an issue for people whenever they want to probably go into a relationship or talk about getting married, and then they are thinking, would it be better if I marry somebody from my tribe? Some people actually have that as an issue for not being in a relationship. They are waiting for somebody from their tribe to approach them. So the typical Igbo girl is waiting for an Igbo man to approach her. Meanwhile, she's always getting Yoruba suitors or people from Edo State or people from Akwa Ibom, but she wants an Igbo man. So ethnicity, tribal differences has become like a major issue for some persons. Some people are in friendships with people from other tribes, and that friendship is looking like it's going to advance into relationship, but they feel no, they can't step it up to the next level because the person is not from their tribe. So if you ask them, they'll practically tell you, guy is not from my tribe, so we're just friends. And in the process, like our people would say, you'll take husband, do boyfriend, use boyfriend, do husband. So it's something that is an issue that I think we should talk about. So for you, do you think growing up, did you have any bias for any tribe to say, okay, this is the tribe I would like to marry from, or were you just very open-minded about it?
Okay, so I was born and bred in Lagos, and growing up, I've always had this open mind about friendship, relationship, But I remember an incident when I turned 18. My dad called me and sat me down, and he was like, you are growing, and according to the Nigerian constitution, you're now an adult. So I want you to know that it is only a man from our side that you can bring as husband to my house. That was what my dad told me. And that has always been somewhere in my mind, so all the friendships, the relationships I've always had, I had that at the back of my mind, that this man does not want, other tribes. He wants an Igbo man, and not just an Igbo man. He will even prefer if the person is from my village, Gongo. That kind of family. I know people from my place, they are very particular about tribes marrying from amongst themselves, because they believe that, okay, I can trace this person's family. I can do my research and find out if they had this in their family, if those kind of mindset. And then, God forbid, if in the future there's an issue, you can always locate the family. You can always go and that was just the basic mindset about it. And then of course we cannot deny the fact that when you marry somebody from your tribe, you know, you get the opportunity to speak the same language, you guys share the same cultural belief to an extent, you get. So it has its own benefit actually. So when I now realized that this man right here was my God sent, and
Love of your life. Love.
that this man is the love of my life, and based on what my dad already told me, I was trying to, how will I tell this man? Like, how do I tell him? And the question he will ask, of course, will be, where is he from? You get. And as God would have it, of course, I prayed about it even if I told him, and as God would have it, it was even easier than I thought, you get. So all of us growing up, we had this bias for, I don't want to marry an Hausa man, I don't want to marry an Urobo man, because the general belief is that Urobo men are lazy. So we all have this bias that our parents taught us, that society taught us, that we've come to believe, that we've seen. And the truth of the matter is that sometimes we use the belief of a majority to generalize a whole tribe. Maybe I met a Yoruba man that did me so wrong, he broke my heart, he did this, and then before you know it, you are telling someone else that, oh, Yoruba men they are bad, I cannot marry a Yoruba man, you know, just because of the wrong of what one person has done to you, you get. So I was a very open-minded person, but I had, you know, some restrictions from my family on who and I know a lot of us are also facing the same thing. So that's basically it.
Okay, disclaimer. Yoruba people are very industrious. I have a lot of friends from Delta, Yoruba, Shekiri, Ijo, and they are mad hustlers.
Baby. Okay, when I was in school in Benin, even Urobo, as in Urobo girls, they will tell you, I have them as friends. I have Fejiro, I have Wenyi. I don't want to marry someone from my place because they believe that Urobo men, they are this kind of men that they will sit and be, you know, doing their chewing stick and be taking their B, and then it's the woman that works. That's what I'm saying, that it is, there are different beliefs. The people you know are probably hardworking. Now,
I feel that
what,
belief.
what influenced these people's mindsets about Yoruba men being lazy might be as a result of maybe just one person's experience of marrying an Yoruba. You know,
that's my point.
People tend
your friends who are even Yoruba, the girls are
Yes.
saying they can't marry an Yoruba man. Why? They are lazy. My point is, like you said, it could just be one person doing something.
Exactly.
Are their fathers lazy? Your friends' fathers, are they lazy? Surprisingly, your friends' fathers could even be office workers, like people who go out every morning.
It's just like the general.
So it's just
general knowledge.
It's not. Shout out to all my Robo fans. You guys are awesome, really. And they are very, very kind people, really. They are very, very kind people. They can be loud, but they are very, very kind people. Yeah. So, marrying somebody from your tribe, it has never been a priority for me. I grew up with the belief that there are no ladies from my tribe. Like, how do I explain this? I grew up believing there are no ladies, obviously. Now, the reason is because going to the village is like everybody in the village, in my village, is like we're all related. Everybody. So all the families I can think of now, I feel we're all related. So the idea is now, is it that man who probably is a distant cousin to my father? Will I now meet his daughter in Lagos and marry her? I just felt there were no ladies from my tribe. I don't know. I've not.
Is that why you did not marry somebody from your tribe?
I wasn't looking out for somebody from my tribe. I wasn't looking out, so I couldn't. Like, okay, where are you from? I'm from Edo State. What part? Do you speak this is a language? My sister. It wasn't an issue for me, and even although, to be frank, there was also a time that I said, whichever tribe, I can marry. I was even open to marrying an Hausa lady. Yes,
Okay.
but I told myself I wasn't going to marry an Igbo person at the time.
Okay.
And it's just a simple bias as well. I just found out that I wasn't really flowing with somebody from that tribe.
Okay.
I was flowing more with Yoruba people. Maybe because Lagos, grew up in Lagos, moved to Ogun State. So it was easy to interact with. They were the ones around. Hey, BC, Bosse, Shade, all those. The Yoruba girls were the ones around. So it was easy to mingle with those ones than trying to look out for the Igbo ones. And unfortunately, disclaimer to the Igbos.
Your wife is Igbo.
I'm coming to that. I had one or two interactions with some Igbo girls, and it wasn't pleasant.
Okay.
I could not just be around them, so it wasn't working. Okay, you said my wife is Igbo. Truthfully, I don't know you're Igbo.
If I blow you.
True, I don't see. Let me tell you. Somebody asked me something one day. I think if I can remember, there was a friend that has known me for a long time, and one day he just mentioned it. Jay, so you marry Igbo woman, no? And then that moment, I was like, nah, so. I was saying nah, so, but I was thinking, did I at any time think I was marrying an Igbo woman? No. Frankly speaking, I told, Chika, it was when we were to go live here and go for introduction, travel to Ebonyi, that I was not like, man, I'm going to the East though. Guy in Igbo, really, I know you, I know where you, and of course I know your state, and I didn't think of it like, John, you said you're not going to marry Igbo, and you're going to. I didn't think of it,
and that wasn't like a priority.
It wasn't. I just found I found the person that I really fell in love with, and then where are you from? That wouldn't have mattered, even if you I'm from Akwa Ibom or Calabar. It wouldn't have mattered as long as we could bring ourselves to agree that yes, this is what we are in for. Then the truth is we cannot rule out the peculiarities of different tribes.
Yeah, of
so
course.
If we are able to bring those peculiarities to the table and say, okay, this is what you want to do, this is what your tribe demands, but see, it's not making sense. So can we? And then if we can come to a compromise, then we move fine. It's only the issue would come if we are looking at being in a relationship, and because we're from different tribes, we keep quarreling and fighting because of our tribes. I can't do this based on where you come from. I'm sorry, I can't do it. No, you must do it. That is how we do it. If you cannot do it, then forget it. Then I come with my own, and you say, no, where I come from, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Then there'll be fight. So it also begs the question, really. I may want to say that before going into a relationship, if you already know that you cannot cope with a particular tribe, don't even go there. Like, you just know you cannot deal with Yoruba girls. You feel for some reason they are maybe too lousy, or they are not clean, or whatever bias you have for a tribe. Or the Igbo girls, no, they have big leg, they have this
Yam
leg. Or outside I don't want to say they will flog me or before
Jesus.
Any bias you have for any tribe. Or the Calabar girls, those ones they can do and undo. What that thing you call a bias for a tribe, if you know you cannot live with it, don't go there. Don't be smelling what you're not supposed to eat. Don't try and be playing with the tail of a tiger because it's in a cage. So if you know that you cannot deal with it, don't even go there at all. Then, but if you now find yourself in that relationship that you know you love this person, you agree, your spirits agree, and then you're beginning to understand each other's values, and you feel this is somebody I can spend the rest of my life with. I think language should not be a barrier. Ethnicity should not be a barrier. Love and understanding is priority. Culture shouldn't be a barrier. Those days, our parents would bring wives for us because they wanted us to, marry from the same tribe. They believe that our values and ideals as people from the same tribe is the same. Our language is also the same. So if you have in-laws coming around, and then you're talking, the language is just universal. Easily understand. So if you're from different tribes and your in-law comes and you're speaking your language and one person is lost and all that, so
like your mother-in-law and your husband,
they're just speaking. You just be looking.
Like,
and then say,
these people are not talking about me like this. Okay.
And you just be waiting for the statement that concerns you. Okay, well, say yes, man. But every other thing that was said, whether they are talking about how they'll pack your load out the next day,
you don't understand.
Talking about how they'll just lock you up in the house and then they'll go out and they'll just, you don't have a clue. So those are some of the reasons why our parents used to, do that for us before. But these days, people can just meet one another on Instagram, on Facebook, and then decide to get married regardless of their tribe. Sometimes even if their parents do not consent, they still go ahead and say, because this person I want to get married to, I love this person, I'm going to marry this person. That is what the scenario we find ourselves today, and I think it's based on love and understanding. Once you can love and understand yourself. So do you think there are benefits marrying from another culture? What are some of the benefits?
Okay. First of all, I feel that, not putting tribe as a criteria in picking a partner, will make you to be open-minded to opportunities and to the kind of person that would, the kind of people that would approach you, of course, all those prospective husbands or prospective partners. So when you don't have that bias, you're open-minded. But when you attach that factor, you begin to, just like you said earlier, lose good people, because you're looking for somebody from this particular tribe. So I think getting married to people from another tribe, will actually help you, see life from another perspective. Like, okay, I'm used to this culture, I'm used to the Igbo culture, I'm used to Igbo people and all that. Now, getting married to a Yoruba man, you will learn their culture, you will learn to live with other people from, other places, diversity, and the important thing being that this is the person I love, this is the person that I believe God has destined for me to spend the rest of my life with and fulfill purpose with. It makes it all easy. It makes the decision worth it. Okay, yes, there are benefits of marrying from the same tribe, but if you marry somebody from your tribe and that person is not the will of God for you, that is the worst mistake you ever make. So
you use your language and be fighting.
Yes,
you're abusing yourself in your.
At the end of the day, you
dialect.
discover that the tribe is not what saves your marriage. The ethnicity, the language, the culture is not what sustains a marriage. It is the quality of the people in the marriage and the quality of the God they serve, and what they believe in. So that is what is important. And if God blesses you and this person is from your tribe, wonderful, you get. But don't let tribe be a hindrance to you marrying whom God has proposed you to marry. So
basically, just to add, exposure. You marry from another tribe is exposure. Somebody said a traveler is more knowledgeable than a grey-haired man. A traveler is more knowledgeable than a grey-haired man. It reminds me of those days when our fathers would be saying, if you get to America, if you see the floors have no dust, they'll make you feel like America is like heaven. If you travel out of the country, like gold, everywhere is fine. But they've never been to the airport. They don't even know how an aeroplane looks like. So, but for somebody, okay, after traveling to a few places, Like I know what is there. So I'm more knowledgeable now than that gray-haired man, because I've been exposed. I've seen that there's sand there, there's dust, in some countries even worse than Nigeria itself, So that exposure comes in when there's intertribal marriage. Marrying from a tribe is good. Marrying from another tribe is also good, as long as you can agree. Parental consent is there. It's God's will for you. Your beliefs, tally your values, and then you're happy. Happiness is also important. I'm happy with that outside girl, that Yoruba girl.
Do you love the person? Are you willing to tolerate them? They are good, they are bad. Because the truth is, when you say yes to somebody, you're saying yes to all their weaknesses, you're saying yes to their strengths. So you're not just saying yes to all the good things that you are seeing, because life will throw you so many situations at you, and you must say yes and continue to say yes till death do you part, or till the Lord Jesus comes.
Don't be scared. She's sounding like an alarmist. Please and please research the culture of who you want to marry. It's very important. Yeah, I'm open-minded. Fine. Still know where you're going and what is obtainable, so that you don't, jump into the pit or cross the express and then trailer will just, So be careful. Research the culture of who you want to marry. It's very important. And then understand the family you're also going into.
Yeah.
Don't vacillate towards where your parents will not be pleased with. We know these things. So basically, understand the family you're going into. Don't vacillate towards cultures that you probably know your parents will not agree to. But that's not like cast in stone. So there's a way you can marry everything together: the culture, your faith, your belief, who you love, and then just ensure that everything is going fine. Do not neglect counsel. It's very important. Don't feel this is where I want to go. Don't tell me. Listen, and then you could probably pick one or two things along the way. On this note, we would like to end for today. But what is your own opinion? What role does ethnicity play in choice of a life partner? Is it super important? Is it very important? Is it not so important? Yeah, is it not important at all? Is it a criteria at all? Drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe as well, and then share the video so that others can also listen in, and then we can also have comments. You're free to also ask questions, like we always say. Ask us questions. We'll be open to answer your questions. And probably your questions could be a basis for the discussion for another day.
Please subscribe, like, and comment. Very, very important.
I've said it. Like I said. Sorry for the...
Subscribe. You haven't. Let's still say it again.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
He married an Igbo woman.
That's the package they come in.